Yada yada. Bye bye.
I'm out in Miami, adult baby, getting value tamed. Are you aware that everyone's scared of Lana Del Rey?
Are you aware?
I might just never come back or to rebroadcast. Daddy can do no wrong.
Daddy can do no
Wrong!
Praising God for Uber cars, beat a kid at Walmart. You're hurting the kids, they say. But that was LeBron James.
Beat a kid at Walmart.
Arun, it's all Arun.
Arun?
And it makes me cry.
Boom.
That is how it flows. I am having trouble with the show.
I am having trouble.
They say that I'm just a pendejo. I heard that the windows are a little in the pool. New York City is nothing without food. This is corporate communism, dude. Every single person on this planet is on YouTube with a crystal flute.
A crystal flute.
corporate communism.
And a crystal flute.
That's how it flows.
Okay. Okay.
Oh boy. How's it going, everyone out there? Hold on, let me put some music on in the background. How about the Call a Crackhead extended remix? Let's put that on in the back while we do our little warm-ups here. He's here, guys. He's here. Can we get a fact check on that? Mr. Shapiro! Can we get a fact check on that? Am I in fact here right now?
No.
Alright. The verdict is no capping, fam.
Call it crackhead. Crackhead. Call it crackhead.
It's raining low resolution. Resolution? What? It's raining low resolution rain outside. We talking like PS1? Or like... What are we talking about? Like PS2?
Call it crackhead.
For one day. Calling that crackhead for one day. I'm having trouble doing the show. We're gonna get to the drop hunting in a moment here. We're about to exhaust one of the other complex. It's just like a complex of leads here. We have to go through a bunch of these. Wait, how many are there?
Violent crime. Call it crackhead.
There's a dozen videos.
Crime.
Checking for drops and
Call it
shit.
crackhead. Violent crime. Call it crackhead. Violent crime.
We calling a crackhead for one day.
Call it crackhead. The next time you get in trouble, call it crackhead.
Also, I'm just gonna play this now because it's fun and it's only a minute long. It's a little tacked on shit at the end of the show, but we're gonna mix it up by doing it at the beginning of the show because that's just how we do things around here sometimes.
At the end of the show, that's what I want you to know. Little tackle. At the end of the show, I love you, baby.
Oh my god.
Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Somebody got moderated. Man, what the hell's going on in the chat? I look away for 1 second. People are having to be moderated. Out of control. Absolutely out of control. Anyways, we're starting with some older stuff here. We're looking for looking for some archaic drops potentially. Let's check it out.
Patton Oswalt has a joke, an old joke about open mics, comedy open mics. And he's like, comedy open mics were great because you get all different levels of comedians. You get the kind of good comedians, and then you get the kind of boring comedians. And then, the best of all, you get lunatics, absolute lunatics. And YouTube really is a giant open mic night. And the lunatics are like winning. They're like the winning comedians on this open mic night called YouTube. It's just all people getting the demons inside of their head are getting their message heard, and they're connecting to other people, and their demons in their heads are all communicating with each other. It's actually quite beautiful, and I'm very proud of them. So if you know anything about this Chanel, as I call it, that's the correct pronunciation. You know that one of our great contributions to the arts and the sciences is the formation of the theory of Crowder's Law, that term coined by Lukács.
Okay. Oh shit! Wait, what was that? something just went off. Was that like a sticker or something? Hold on, I have to investigate. Wait a minute, what's going on here? What the hell just happened? A trophy for 1,000 jewels? 1,000 jewels. Well, thank you. The GOAT trophy. Well, first of all, let me say thank you very much. I'm going to give you one of these. For the GOAT trophy, but then I'm also going to have to give you one of these. Because that is... What kind of bowl is this? Wait a minute. What kind of bowl is this? Yeah, that is indeed on YouTube. That is factual. I'm going to assume that's some sort of like built-in YouTube like reward thing. I don't know. I'm just going to say thank you and move on. I can't dwell on this. I just have no idea what that is. But thank you. I'm going to assume it cost you money. Gave me jewels. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the jewels. I feel like I'm in pirate times. Somebody just handed me a bag of jewels. Awesome.
I guess go follow Lukov on LUKAV on YouTube. And Crowder's Law states that the worse the content is, the more of an audience it will have. And there's no better example of this than somebody who I did a video a while back on, who I will not put his name in the title again because his lunatic fans just seem to search his name all day and then thumbs down and put like the most zombie comments in people's YouTube videos.
Much
who
appreciated.
Criticize this absolute dope.
Give you one of these.
This guy Salty Cracker. And he is like the greatest version I've ever seen, I think, of Crowder's Law. And to kind of build this case a little bit, I want to show you, I want to just take a look. By the way, let me see how many subscribers. A lot. He's got a lot. 630K subscribers, this guy. To put this in perspective a little bit, let's look at Sammy Cedar's channel. So Sammy Cedar has been doing this for what, like 15 years? At least a decade he's been on YouTube, right? He's been on YouTube a really long time. Let's just say that. Uploading videos every single day. And not only that, like he gets like David Harvey and Bop 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 and like all these Naomi Klein he just had on his channel the other day. We're talking people who do like really deep research on things and write these books that are mind-blowing and take forever to write and ga 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 ga. Like, you just look through this and look at the views.
That was a little Ben Shapiro coming. That was a little Ben Shapiro coming through there. Holy shit.
14K.
That was crazy.
11K. 22,000. 10K. 155K. That's like a huge one. Here's another guy, one of the most famous leftish, I don't know what he would want to be called, YouTuber, Secular Talk.
Oh, that's Kyle.
Kyle Katrinsky.
That's
Kyle
one of my
Malinsky,
newsmen.
Some people call him. 69K, 79K, 83K, 120K. That's a big one. 87K. So you kind of...
All I have to say is go newsman. That's my newsman. Kyle might be like news slop content, but it's great, isn't it? It's fantastic.
See what we're dealing with here. Actually, let's look at Vosh, because Vosh is a good comparison to this guy Salty Crackers kind of channel, because they're both kind of like, what would you say? Like, they're both kind of internet-ish. They're both kind of like very YouTube friendly. So this guy Vosh, half the subscribers of this guy Salty Cracker, and his videos don't even get close to the numbers that this Salty Cracker guy's getting. Uh-oh! This guy Salty Cracker gets 250,000 views every time he uploads. Here, I'll show you. It's extremely consistent. He never goes below 250,000, basically. Look at this. I mean, I can't find one that's below 250,000 every single time. In other words, this is Crowder's Law in action. And I want to show you some clips from this guy's video, because it really is like obviously like beyond dumb. And what we're probably dealing with here, and what we know this kind of content is like the complete break in reality, that we don't live in a shared reality anymore between people especially in the United States. I mean, I can like debunk some of this stuff, but it's almost kind of like so easy to do that you will probably be able to spot the problems like without even looking at anything. But what he does is he'll look at like an InfoWars article, and literally he'll look at an InfoWars article, he'll look at a Breitbart article, and then make some conclusions. Also check the comedy on this video. Here we go. This is the opening.
The Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic.
So if you're just listening, it's Joe Biden's head. Another interesting thing about this is he thinks Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are like far leftist. He thinks they're like, this is the level of political understanding we have here, is he thinks Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are like socialists. But we're looking at Joe Biden's cropped head on one of the Star Wars
Oh, what's that in the chat? You have to go to the
toilets.
Well, you have a good trip down there. Don't get lost. We'll see you soon. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Prequel videos. And by the way, this guy's probably making tons of money from this. You can't find a higher resolution video for the Star Wars prequel crap?
Seriously.
For safe and secure
You have a mental health problem.
society.
So this is how liberty dies.
Toilets.
With thunderous applause.
All right, everybody. Well, now that we got that racist, nacho, Cheeto, dictator, white supremacist terrorist out of the Oval Office, and he ain't sending any more of them mean tweets, we can now enjoy and embrace this new America brought in by the healing powers of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I was told, by the way, by Dr. Jill Biden Esquire III, that this new America...
It's like if you took every boomer Facebook meme and put it into a video. I mean...
Yeah, man, this guy is insufferable.
It's not a bad business strategy, actually. Clearly it's working. But this is the first law of content, Crowder's Law.
This is something I have a lot of problems with.
This is problems I have a lot of somethings with.
No.
So he does this story about
spamming them drops.
How a guy ran onto, he was ice skating this is in New York, by the way. This is in NYC. A guy skating around with a Trump flag, a Trump 2024 flag. He's skating around like all these kids and their parents who are just trying to ice skate. Notice where he gets his information from the great Alexander Jones's Information Wars site. By the way, we got some of his supplements up here, just in case you wanted some white button mushroom extract and lots of caffeine. There you go. Also, of course, with idiots like this and their idiot followers, and that's what they are. Like, is it totally their fault? No, but this is idiocy. You got to work in the racism. So here we go.
Black on black crime in New York through the roof. The homicides for black people going through the roof. All of this directly tied to, of course, there's no law and order in this place. In New York City. Because, of course, you guys defunded the place because you don't like the way that...
Imagine trying to explain to this idiot how crime statistics work and even things like how crime is related to poverty and blah, blah, blah. And then trying to explain to him what defund the police means. About things like, police spend most of their time not dealing with violent crime, but in fact, they spend most of their time dealing with things that they're not good at dealing with, like homelessness and mental illness and sex workers and I mean, it's just, this is a problem. It's just not going to happen. And people like this are incentivized for this not to happen. If he starts talking about that, bye-bye.
Nah, man, I got all my news from Infowars.com.
His fans are going to go full
Toilets.
And they're going to say,
bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Flushing toilets. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Flushing toilet.
Oh, God, he's got a beat going on here.
Toilets.
Okay. So for anything news-related or political content, Crowder's Law really kicks in hard, as we can see with this dope, with this absolute ding-dong.
He going back to Honduras, Venezuela, and Mexico, and he grabbing people that we already done deported out of this country. We already yeeted these people out. And listen.
And look at the title of the article. This is probably from Breitbart or one of those channels. Biden plan brings deported illegal aliens back to U.S. to get amnesty. I'm going to guess if illegal aliens is in the title, that this is maybe not the most reliable news source. These comments are just, they're beautiful. Biden is really bringing deported folks back to the U.S. Is there something wrong with him? And the first comment is, the founding peoples must be replaced in order for communism to take over. You gotta love the idea of some like angry boomer in Nebraska or something thinking that he's part of like the founding. I'm part of the founding of this country. Oh yeah, what? How's that? Because of...
Is that we have to add that to our wealth of knowledge on dropology. Too many drops of a certain caliber can age you. Is that what you're saying? The drops have aged him.
White race. We, the white race. So this video he's talking about, it's called Donald Trump Goes to CPAC to Outline Destroying Rhinos. This is another part of why this guy is so consistently getting $250,000 at least.
No, this video is from 2024? I don't think so. No, it's from way before then. Yeah, no, this video was posted February 25th, 2021. This is from 5.5 years ago.
At least 250,000 views. Is that it's they're like, it really is that like Trump cult thing.
Oh shit.
Where everybody else, everybody who's not Trump basically is bad. Even though Trump followed like all the Republican right-wing lunatic policies, like basically to a T.
I gotta take a piss.
They're
I'll
like,
be right
oh,
back.
those other guys are bad. Why? Why are they bad? Can you describe why they're bad and he's not? Because he doesn't take any crap from it. Like it literally is that. It's like because he's a badass. Crowder's Law in action.
Trying to bend the knee. Lindsey Graham was down there. Imagine doing a lot of knee bending. But this didn't work out so well for Nikki Haley when she tried it the other day. She went down there and Donald Trump kicked this bitch.
Gateway Pundit is the other site that he's on right now. I mean, it's literally a a completely contained, sealed echo chamber that this guy sources this content from.
It's right in her mouth. That's why she looks so sad right here. And that jaw looks suspect while we're at it. This chick tried to come out there after denigrating our dude, shitting all over us, decided she'd go down there because she needs a little bit of that support because everybody...
Denigrating our dude. Denigrating our dude. I mean, I would be thrilled if somebody like Bernard Sanders, somebody with policies that would actually help large swath, actually help normal people and not just oligarch weirdos and preverts and Jeffrey Epstein preverts. What? Oh. But even if so, let's say it's Bernard Sanders is president, and then who would be the vice president? Nina Turner is vice president. I would never say, oh, they're denigrating. So somebody said that Bernard Sanders' immigration policy sucks. They're denigrating my dude. They're denigrating my dad, dude. So again, his source. You gotta kind of love this. His sources are InfoWars, Breitbart, and Gateway Pundit. And if you don't know, if you've never looked at the Gateway Pundit, it is kind of amazing. Sammy Cedar talks about it sometimes, or he has in the past, but it's just to give you a summary, and this is a totally accurate summary when you search for it. The Gateway Pundit is an American far-right fake news website. The website is known for publishing falsehoods, hoaxes, and conspiracy theories, founded by Jim Hoft in 2004. Here's some of these great stories. Warning for America. The 4 steps of Marxist takeover were activated in 2020. They were activated. They pressed the Marxism button. And of course, because this is Crowder's Law. This guy loves Steven Crowder. So
well, Steven Crowder absolutely murdered it today on his show. He was covering how we've got a shit ton of public records for these voters who engaged in the cleanest election of all
flushing toilets. Bye-bye.
Time to legitimately vote in a fucking potato and a whore with 83 plus.
So now we're calling.
All right, I'm back. Also, so you don't think this guy just is like racist Reddit PewDiePie? This salty cracker guy?
And again, I can't stand Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, but we're calling Kamala Harris a whore now? All right, buddy.
Plus million super duper for serial votes. It's just that in different places, some of these public records are showing that they're empty buildings, they're empty lots, they're median between 2 sets of roads.
So Twitter, the headline of this is Twitter suspended.
Crowder murdered what, his wife? I don't know if that's happened quite yet. Let's hope it doesn't.
Crowder for showing votes from buildings that don't exist. Okay, then take it to court, buddy. Take it to court, like all the other fucking conspiracy theory stuff, and grift fundraising efforts. Take it to court then, because all those other court cases won with this election stuff. And honestly, these big tech platforms are, of course, have their horrible side, but how do you deal with this? How do you deal with this? These people are just, conspiracy lunatics, and they're going to spread this stuff all over the place until your grandma sees it, and then...
They're insane.
Your grandma, next thing you know, your grandma's, kicking in the window of the Capitol. How do you deal with that? Exactly. How do you deal with this stuff? How do you deal with people who are really, like this guy, just bye-bye, just total bye-bye? Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Their brains have been...
flushing toilets.
So this is the really interesting thing about
bye-bye, bye-bye.
Crowder's Law, which is pretty much anybody can implement this. If you wanted to go create a successful channel and your moral compass is
toilets,
then you could be very successful pretty quickly, I think. You just come out there, you read a bunch of right-wing lunatic websites, and you're like, right, boys? Right? Boys? Yeah. Marvel. Marvel movies, right? This is like when Iron Man punched Catwoman in the face or whatever. And people are like, yay, subscribe, Patreon. Man. So if anybody sees this, you're out there thinking about starting a YouTube and you're like, maybe I'll do something about...
Oh, wait a minute. It says somebody sent stay hydrated. Is that like a sticker or something? Well, thank you. Hydration has been completion. Thank you. Very necessary hydration. It is appreciated.
About Proust and Carl Jung and the mind of the great philosophers.
The little Yoko that was just like cut off there.
No, you'll get no views. But if you really want to get those views, you really want to get... Damn it, I don't have the right thing. Here we go. You really want to get those views. Just think of just go exactly the opposite direction. Like, what's the stupidest thing I can post? What's the stupidest and the most misleading?
Thank you. Regardless, thank you very much.
And like the most right-wing lunatic thing I could post. And the audience will find you, my friend. No.
Yeah, that is true in the chat about MAGA. They'll be the most horrible people you've ever encountered. And then when people just get sick of it and then they, fight back with like, I don't know, just they'll say some dark shit. They'll fuck with them, they'll make fun of them, whatever. They'll make a joke about Charlie Kirk getting, kirked, whatever. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. The tolerant left. Look at this. And it's like, okay, you guys are pussies. Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter?
Other thing about this dude.
I don't know. It's a free point. Yeah, I don't even know how that works, but thank you. Something's going on there, so thank you.
Doofus is that he can never get his webcam straight. Watch this.
Well, they got her, my friends. That's right. Gina Carano is down. They finally got her.
Literally every video has that. This like if I did every video, would you still stay subscribed? Hopefully not. Hopefully you would report me to YouTube and I would be forced to punch myself in the face if I did that for every video, okay?
Bye-bye.
Here's another one. Good diversity of sources. He's really going into digging into the academic.
Thank you for the donut holes. I could actually go for some donut holes right now. That'd be nice.
Academic sources here.
I'm pretty stoned, so I'm pretty hungry. I might order food. Be extra fat tonight and order some food. That might just be the movement.
While we were doing our live stream, but let's jump over here to Blaze, boys.
Oh my
dude does not.
Who the fuck is like, yeah, let's check out Blaze Media.
Bruh.
I don't even know how to respond to that, dude. These are real people, I guess.
Veer at all out of the right wing.
Yes, Timbits, exactly.
Bubble, you gotta love it.
The Mandalorian star Gina Carano canceled by Lucasfilm over online outrage at her social media post. Gina Carano was the focus of an angry hashtag.
I remember Gina Carano was the one who posted on Instagram that Trump supporters are treated like Jews in Nazi Germany. This is great. This person is really, I think, probably got to be the dumbest person on YouTube. Remember when there was that weird algorithm thing where it started showing kids like weird videos of a guy in a saggy Spider-Man costume, like sexually assaulting like the woman from Frozen or whatever, and like people are like, what's going on with YouTube? This guy's like dumber than that. Here we go.
Focus of an angry hashtag cancel campaign, which is interesting. They were telling this chick, hey man, stop being such an anti-communist and we'll give you a Mandalorian spinoff. So
stop being such an anti-communist. I would love for, like, there's so many, I would love to do like a Zoom call with this guy and just be like, can you define communism for me? Can you tell me what World War II
No, I will
about?
not.
So I'm not making a...
No.
I'm not putting his name in the title because this is one of those people like...
Weird algorithm.
You work a job or something, or you're out in public somewhere, and there's somebody who you're just like, I don't even want to get involved with that. Like, there's some lunatic who you're like, if this person comes closer, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, that's whatever they call him, Yilong Ma or whatever. Some people say that it's a guy who looks like Elon Musk, but like it's very clearly a deep fake from what I can see. I don't know. Yeah, he needs to revisit a lot of those drops. I don't know what's going on with the soundboard though, because he'll just be like, "Yeah, I deleted those drops." It's like, what? I don't know what soundboard he uses or what. I use what is this thing called? SoundPad. I got it through Steam. It does the job, you know.
Know what I'm saying? But anywhere.
Yilong Ma. He's real. Okay. It's been tough, so silly we can't be adults. Yeah. I mean, I live in Canada, so, you know, people are way more chill about it here. Walk down the street, smoke a joint, drink a beer, drink a weed drink. People just be, like, out in the streets with bongs these days, just, like, hitting them, hanging out. Nobody cares.
Because I don't want to get sucked into that. I'm not putting this dude's name in a title ever again because his fans are literally like reading their comments makes me stupider and also lowers my hope in the human race, I would say. The other thing, I got a bunch of comments on the video that I did about this guy because I compared him to Tim Pool. I said, oh, this guy's the new Tim Pool. And I got a bunch of comments where people were saying, no, we don't like Tim Pool anymore because Tim Pool's a fence sitter. I got like a bunch of comments that said almost that exact same thing. And what they mean is Tim Pool's not stupid enough. Tim Pool, who's probably one of the worst, most like blatantly misinforming YouTubers on the planet. And by the way, Tim Pool is a great example of Crowder's Law. He's not dumb enough. He's simply, I'm sorry, but he's simply not dumb enough. And of course, the namesake of Crowder.
You know it's bad when Tim Pool isn't dumb enough. You get Richard Dreyfuss. Whoa, what kind of bowl is this? What kind of bowl is this?
Crowder's Law.
Oh yeah, I'll just say that story about the cops tracking that guy from one state to the other and bringing weed back through flock cameras. That is insane. I hope that gets dropped. Because why were they? I don't know. Flock is just absolutely disturbing.
Soy Jim Carrey. He's still doing voter fraud stuff to sell his cups or whatever that he does. He's probably the biggest political channel on YouTube, basically. He uploaded a video 18 hours ago. It's already 837,000 views for this. He's still doing election fraud stuff because Trump definitely won. Also, if you had any doubt that Crowder's Law is not correct, is not an actual law, it's YouTube physics. This is just how it works, okay?
YouTube
Take
physics.
a look at the trending tab on YouTube. I'll just read you some of them. Seafood mukbang, we're back. Keith eats everything at In-N-Out. Okay, by the way, this has been done so many times, like I'm gonna eat the whole secret menu at In-N-Out. And it still gets views, apparently. Who is the best couple? This one, where the guy's holding the lady, or this one, where they're near the pool? So there we go, guys. Just a beautiful little look at one of our... we like to learn on this channel about various...
Okay. Alrighty. Let's, hold on, wait a minute.
Okay, guys, welcome to a new...
This one I think we already looked at before, right? Yeah, I think we did.
We back again. Gonna drink our caffeine-free diet soda drink.
It's Monday, we back again.
Well, guys, I hope you're having a good weekend. I was working on our project, which is...
Take the towers down now.
Look, I know I promised I wasn't going to talk about this really just this crap anymore, but the people that we make fun of on this disaster of a channel, this is all that they've been talking about all weekend. So let's take a look at what would we call this?
Hold on, wait a minute. Librarian put some pimping in it. Oh? Put some pimping in it. Wait, hold on. Are we talking about like pervert stuff here? I don't know about that. I don't know. I think there might be children watching this. Gotta get them kids to leave right now. Gotta get them to do this. Alright. Are they gone? Alright, let me put some pimping in it. There you go. You know what I have to say about that?
That is my own sperm.
Immediately moving on from that. Let's go.
Just I guess like the most moronic
Scooby-Doo
of mainstream media.
And that's your right. You get to defend yourself. I'm so happy. Like, I literally almost.
It's not only your
like,
right.
No,
it needs to be encouraged.
Yeah,
it needs to be encouraged.
Oh, I'm sorry. I told those kids to get out of here, man. Come on.
And this is why you cannot accept. Look, it's so wrong that we teach young men that violence is immoral. It's not. It's not. Violence is amoral.
So if you don't know who this guy is, he is a Canadian guy who satirizes the rapid decline of the United States. But something that we've pointed out on this channel, which is why this guy is one of my favorite YouTubers, he designed his set to look like a basement to pay homage.
Ooh, hold on. These are some excellent frames here. That's incredible. Just giving some time to drink in that image there. Almost looks a little bit like Sam Cedar. All right, let's bring that back. And line up some of these frames here. Looking incredible, sir.
To the fact that the vibe of the show is like a group of 15-year-old.
Yeah, that shirt is weird.
Nerds.
It really is.
A group of 15-year-old kind of like awkward dorks in their basement, goose-stepping around because no girls will talk to them. And as we've discussed, the truly beautiful touch is the fake window, his only view to the outside world, just perfectly symbolizing the complete lack of contact with reality. By the way, this is one of the most popular, probably the most popular political YouTuber, rapidly approaching 1.7 million views in just 3 days? So of course,
well, that really ages this video, doesn't it?
All these people are talking about the Rittenston. What is his name? Carl Rittenston, this little kid who shot somebody or something. I don't know. This kid Carl Rittenston, he shot some people, and they're still talking. They're very excited about it. They're like, "Yay! Little kids should shoot everybody." This video is kind of amazing because he sort of keeps losing what he's talking about. This is a guy. Let's be honest. This is a guy. The career didn't work out the way he wanted, and he's like, "I know a way to make money." And so a lot of the times he'll just kind of start talking and it won't really add up. And sometimes it'll be the exact opposite of what he's what he's supposed to be talking about.
But also, not because of Kyle Rittenhouse, but because they realized a jury of their peers said, "No, enough.
Man, why is this guy always wearing suspenders? What's up with that? Anyways.
You don't get to burn shit down consequence free and then crucify a kid for doing the job that you guys don't want the cops to do anyway. Look, the jury's basically saying this, hey, we don't know what to do at this point, right? You don't want us to have our Second Amendment rights, and then...
The whole story was like, no, this kid is not a vigilante. He's going there to help people with his Band-Aid kit. Dummies. But this guy's just like, if people burn things, then Judge Dredd, who by the way is a little kid, Judge Dredd Jr. He's like, he gets to go, I am the law, and just kills people. Also, I'm kind of shocked that this kid didn't show up with like a neck brace. Because all these like dorks, by the way, these guys are the tough guys. You know, we get a lot of this. These guys are the tough guys of society. Remember, these are the tough guys. But really,
everyone's scared.
Because
everyone's scared.
About like, oh, he was gonna get hit with a skateboard. He would have died. He definitely would have died from that. Why didn't he show up with a neck? That would have been amazing. He showed up with a neck brace, and he's like, "This is from the skateboard. This is from the skateboard." Like that's the most easy one. Like you get in a car accident, you immediately go get a neck brace. You're like, "I need more money because of my neck." What happened to your neck? I don't know, but I found a doctor. I don't know, but I found a doctor that's pretending like I'm hurt. So, but that's pretty astounding that this moron, this goose-stepping moron, he just like abandoned the whole story. Like, oh yeah, no, he wasn't going in there to help people.
Oh, is that what it is? It's a gun holster. What is he gonna do? Shoot the camera? Is he gonna shoot himself? Like, why does he have a gun? Oh, he's just so performative, man. It's so sad.
Well, he was there to murder people if they scratched the exterior of a tint and rims car shop.
So a lot of us didn't feel like we had the cops that night. A lot of us didn't have firearms. We had people like Kyle Rittenhouse. And I have never shied away from this. And I've seen people on the right going, oh, he's an asshole. You know, he shouldn't have been there making a mistake. But you know what? Still, he's self-defense. No. He's not an asshole.
God, the other thing about this guy, I don't know if I can watch it. This guy's a great guy to make fun of on this channel, but boy, oh boy, is he annoying. Like, first of all, he's not going to put any of this money where his mouth is. Like all this, like, defending we need to defend property. Like, you're never going to catch him out there. You're never going to catch him out there, you know, with these militia mutants. So he's like, yeah, guys, do whatever you say, as long as you buy my coffee cups. And then I will do this.
And that law is the most basic of laws, that you have the right to protect what is yours.
Everyone's scared.
Your person, your property, your family, period.
Everyone's
When people
scared.
say, hey, this might set a dangerous precedent, that you might have more Kyle Rittenhouses out there, you may have more people who decide to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Do you mean deciding to be where you're burning our shit down?
These guys always make it sound like the whole city burnt down, but I looked this up. I was just like, well, what's going on in Kenosha? Kenosha, kind of a cute little town. They seem to be doing okay. I think they're gonna pull through the block of protests / riots or whatever you want to call it. That I think the town's gonna make it.
A 6 fudge revolver. There you go, 6 fudges.
So no, I don't give any credence to it. I don't give any credence to Kyle was a blood. No, this isn't the QAnon shaman.
That guy's truly, he must be the most outraged at this. If I was the QAnon shaman, boy, would I be pissed off right now. You know, I tape a carpet to my head and wander blank-faced around the Capitol. 3 years. I'm going to prison for 3 years. Little kid gets his dirty little claws on a gun that he shouldn't have, kills 2 people, blows off a guy's arm. Chip shape, have a good day. We got some of these lined up outside the courthouse. Feel free to take one. You know, shoot yourself in the penis on the way out. Hashtag free QAnon shaman right now. He is the
comment got modded. That's not good. I think YouTube is just blocking certain people's comments because YouTube sucks.
That's the true hole. I would be really You're in
Yeah, that guy from Midsummer got his little ass owned for being a shitty boyfriend.
jail. So hold on, let me get this straight. I took the mints out of Nancy Pelosi's office and ate them and wandered around yelling with my face painted.
The Sam's, yeah, the one where he just goes poop. I actually have that archived on the channel.
And I'm going to prison for 3 years. And that kid did what again now? And he's not going free? And that guy, from what I understand, that guy's like a wellness weirdo. Like he's one of these people who like, he started doing yoga and then the next thing he knows, he's like, that was a slippery slope to wandering around the Capitol for some reason. This is one of our policy positions here at the pro.
YouTube wouldn't let you say she spin on him. YouTube doesn't like that. Maybe YouTube thought it was like sexual or something.
Program, which is that you should be able to wander around the Capitol whenever you want and go in those people's offices. You know, you should be allowed to wander into AOC's office and be like, for me, example, I wander in there and I go, AOC, so knock whatever she's like writing, just knock it over. And you go, why is my healthcare still $300 a month? I don't want to pay that much, you know? And then I sit down and be like, I'll wait for you to fix it. It really is it is disgusting that those people go in there to our nation's prestigious capital where those people fight for us. Wait, what's this? Senate Democrats to drop minimum wage plan and a 1.9 trillion stimulus bill. Wait a second. What's this next one? The second biggest program in Democrat spending plan gives billions to the rich. They're fighting for us. You can't go in there. You can't go in there and soil that beautiful. There's also just a very natural vibe to this show. Check this out.
Punish them into subservience, to be fearful, to protect themselves. Guess what? We still live, at least today, in the United States of America, and Kyle Rittenhouse was not guilty. Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
You know what? None of us got invited to prom. We'll have our own prom here in the basement. Walk like an Egyptian. So remember, now he and a lot of these, goofball media celebs, these quote unquote conservative media people, their thing is like, yeah, vigilante justice is good. This is good. This is a good thing now. So keep that in mind for this.
Same thing with Facebook, same thing with Twitter, because guess what? Kyle Rittenhouse, despite all of your efforts, jury intimidation, 3 on the record, by the way, where people had to be apprehended by the authorities, despite changing speech policy.
But wait, wouldn't that be a form of vigilante justice too? Like, I looked into this thing. He keeps saying like, oh, somebody was trying to intimidate the jury into voting against Kyle Rittenhouse. But wouldn't that be vigilante? Wouldn't that be vigilante justice? They're trying to take away my freedom to protest, you could say. If some people are going to show up and shoot people at a protest, they're taking away my right to protest. So now I got to go after that jury, vigilante style. Now, of course, all these, like everything with these guys, this quote-unquote jury intimidation thing, it seems to be a stretch at best, the entire story. But regardless, wouldn't that would be vigilante justice? Hey, I'm not getting my justice. They're burning down my rights to protest. They're burning down my rights. So I got to go intimidate that jury. That's sort of the whole point of, all this due process crapola is like, yeah, you don't just start speaking with the heater, speaking with the heater. Oh, dimwit alert. Dimwit alert. Here's a breaking news story that you guys didn't know. Some of these YouTube people are morons.
Chinese tchotchkes.
Oh shit, we got another, what is this? A trophy? The GOAT trophy. Thank you. Many thank yous.
This is great. Steven Crowder's brought a new angle to this that you got to appreciate. Check this out.
people who've died at these protests. If he didn't bring a gun that night, he could have been raped or killed.
Hell
just to be
yeah.
clear.
There would have been one death.
And certainly if he didn't shoot.
He could have been raped. 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 Was that one of the... I don't remember that coming up in the court case. Kind of playing a little bit fast and loose with that one there, buddy. He could have been raped. Right wingers, it's funny again because these are the guys who desperately want to be tough guys. Like everybody who watches these shows
couldn't have fought his rapist off without a gun, I guess.
They're a little bit, let's just say they're not certain. Their feet aren't on solid ground as far as their masculinity goes. They're a little bit nervous. I think what these right-wingers need, what they really need is some kind of a father figure. And who better than the great America's dad, rest in peace, America's real dad, John Witherspoon.
I think there should be a whole new league where you can have all the steroids you want. Who cares if you grow another foot? You got 3 feet? Run, motherfucker. I spent $700 for a basketball game. I don't see a motherfucker fly. Let them all have steroids. Boxing, I want to see somebody knock that motherfucker's head off. I want to see a hockey player eat the puck.
And here he is. I hired John Witherspoon, the ghost of John Witherspoon, to go.
Yeah, he's irrelevant now. Yeah, nobody watches this guy.
One talk to Steven Crowder, and here's a clip of it.
You kids today are nothing but punks. Sissified. So quick to pick up a gun. You're scared to take an ass whipping. This what makes you a man. When I was growing up, this was all the protection we needed. You win some, you lose some. But you live to fight another day.
I mean, these guys are just afraid of everything. This is not a healthy or normal way to go. I need a gun because if I'm around a crowd of people, I might need to start shooting if I get scared. If I get a little scared.
Yeah, it was the voice of Granddad in the Boondocks. I love that show.
You know what's going to happen. First me doing this. Then... And that's really honestly what this precedent is. Hey, if you're feeling a little scared, if you put yourself in a horrible situation, you're a little kid, and you get scared, This might be my favorite right-wing moron clip of all time because he just kind of like throws all the talking points into like a fondue, and it just first it just doesn't make sense. Then it totally contradicts his entire crap. Here we go.
Evil will reign. We've seen it throughout mankind. Let's just be really clear. You've got it really, really good. Do you know what the world was like? It was the most evil sumbitch who wanted to take your stuff, and if he was big enough and violent enough or had a big enough army, he did. And you prayed that he wasn't in a bad enough mood that he came out to whip you while you were chained to a fence post that day, or...
It's like, yeah, that's what's going on currently. It's been going on to an extent, like always. Delusional.
And then it changed when some moral people used violence to create uprisings.
So he literally just described...
Very funny to hear Steven Crowder saying that.
The type of civil unrest that he's pretending to be mad about. Like, you heard that, right? So the police have the monopoly of force, technically in this society. And they abuse that power, and a bunch of people did violence, some of them, most of them, the vast majority no, but a few of them did, in response, violence to property, mostly. So he's describing the thing that he pretends to not like. They don't. It seems like they don't write. I think they have bullet points for this, but then he improvs, and he's like, "Whoops! I improved in the totally wrong direction." Whoa, who cares? I mean, who cares? They're still gonna click. They're still gonna give me this.
Brian, we sue the pants off of all of these mainstream media hacks.
Yes.
That's another thing. You know you're a tough guy. Again, these are the tough guys.
Just a bunch of dumb bitches going, yes, queen.
Of the USA. You know you're a tough guy when you're very litigious. You're always threatening to sue people who are mean to you. Or you're trying to take their YouTube channels down.
Everyone's scared.
Very litigious. Because I watch these moron channels, I get tons of ads from Ben Pepino's organization, The Daily Wire. Get a ton of ads from that guy.
No.
And the last one I got was this guy, not Benny Pepino.
No.
He threw one of his lackeys under the bus on this one. And the basic premise of this ad was, hey, you know how we've been saying we're going to sue Joseph Biden for the mask mandate? Well, they're actually not really enforcing or even doing the mask mandate, but we're still going to sue. So we're going to need a lot of this. Again, you know, with like lib stuff, like they do a lot.
Oh, your gun sits in the closet with the bubble wand? Nice.
Of fundraising where they're just like, oh, the Russians are going to kill us or something, you know, this kind of crap. Their version is just like, we're suing the people you don't like. Oh, hey, Ben Pepino, how's that lawsuit going? Ooh, wow, whoa. Still working on it. Still working on it. It's going to take a while. Going to need a lot of this. Going to need a lot of that. Going to need a lot more money. Ben Shapiro, I noticed you got a new car. Wow, what is that, an Audi? Shouldn't you be saving some of that money for the
Well, I need this. I need this to do my lawsuit better.
You'll see in a second. There's another clip. They're all suing somebody. And it's not just for attention and money. These are very serious lawsuits.
This is about those people not only not dying in vain, not only not risking their neck legally in vain, not dying alone, not fighting alone. Kyle Rittenhouse doesn't need to see a bunch of doublespeak conservatives when he's sitting in that chair saying, oh, he shouldn't have been there, but I guess it's self-defense. No. This is one of those instances where he needed to see that cavalry coming over that hill.
This is totally correct. From all the media that I've seen about this case, the nonstop, that's definitely the takeaway, is that the kind of a right-wing corporate media is not being stupid enough about it. Definitely not being stupid enough about it. They're all... I love that Matt Gaetz guy is like, come work, you could come be...
Yeah, he's really doing in his dipes, isn't he? In his high chair.
An intern. You could come be an... He's like, Matt Gaetz. It's like, you come be an intern. You come be an intern at my office. If you're a child, I would say I would not go near there. This is one of my favorites here. Here we go.
Not guilty.
Yeah! Yes!
Members of the jury,
yes!
These your unanimous verdicts. Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read?
You failed again, you murdering trash!
You wish the jury polled.
Oh, shit. We've got it. We've got one. Was that in fact a drop that I just heard? Exactly 1 hour into the stream. Exactly 1 hour into the stream. At least on my end here. The counter might be delayed. But yeah, no, that was in that clip there, yeah.
Members of the jury,
yes!
These your unanimous verdicts. Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read?
You failed again, you murdering trash!
There we go. Delicious. As I'm eating my fast food here. Excuse me. It's fat like 4 times. It is delicious. I'm just like pigging out on fast food here. We got it though. Tim crying.
Okay, new drop time.
You failed again, you murdering trash!
And the establishment says, Kambuga Shakamunda, Kuga, Kinga, Uga Laka, Buga, blah, 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 blah. You failed again, you murdering trash.
Well, the jury got it right in finding Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh my God, Tulsi jump scare. That is Tulsi, right? Dude, it's crazy that there was like some fucking cult dictating all of her appearances and what she would say and all that the whole time. And they put her in the, like, she was what, head of national intelligence? Oh, man. Absolutely mental. All right. We have, in fact, found a drop. Hold on. I'm going to pin this. Back right here. It's so funny. Ooga baga, ooga baga. So we have that there. Let's just move on while we're still here, because I have all these videos pulled up. Let's see if we can find any more drops.
Welcome to the show. I don't know if I can do this
We're going and seeing if we can. We're seeing if we can bag multiple drops tonight.
anymore.
Indicator. I'm serious, man. I'm 2 inches, folks, from walking out here forever. Can't do this anymore, man.
Oh,
Ah, no, I don't think that's the first usage. We've also archived that, but we love we love all the Alex Jones tonight. It's fun.
I don't know if I can do this anymore.
See, I just can't get mad on air anymore. I may just never come back. You know, I mean, seriously.
I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't know if I can do this.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the
Pendejo
show. This is a weekly segment we like to call What's Ben Shapiro Up To? Let's check in on him. I'm sure he's acting normal. One of the most popular political personalities online. I'm sure he's saying sane things that are going to help people's lives.
Welcome to the first annual Media Fibbies, a year-end review including awards for the dumbest, the worst, the cringiest, and the wokest moments from mainstream media in 2021. The Late Night Loser Award for cringiest late night host. Oh man, this is a hot competition, this one. Wow, this category, it is stacked this year. So you got Jimmy Fallon trying to laugh through the pain with Joe Biden.
I mean, I got vaxxed, I got...
This absolute Poindexter twerp calling anyone else, what did he say, cringe? Oh man, hilarious.
boosted, I got whatever you got. If you want me to wear red pants, I'll wear red pants.
You got Stephen Colbert, who's just turned his show into the Democratic Socialists of America roast every evening. Vaccine! Samantha Bee, I think, counts in this category. She's still considered a late night host, even though no one has ever seen her show ever.
There's a severe lack of awareness.
Trevor Noah, I believe, is in this category.
I generally agree with Ben Propino here on this one that, yeah, network TV is not very interesting. But have you watched your show, by the way? Like half of your show is a guy rapidly reading a laptop.
It's pretty obvious that they're going to start pushing vaccination proof for places of leisure, restaurants, gyms, and other places. This is what Lori Lightfoot suggested. So now is the time to act, and we will. Okay, and this is happening all over the place.
And then the other half is like ads. This is a 12-minute video, and that's including the end roll. You know, the subscribe to my crap stuff. 12-minute video. There's a 1-minute ad in this thing. That's how much this guy has to squeeze every cent out of this thing.
And he's like, these shows suck. By the way, I'm going to do an ad, a 1-minute ad and a 12-minute video.
I actually do not know where the pendejo drop comes from. Pendejo. I actually don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that.
That you need to lower that gas bill. The best way to do that, you need to check out Get Upside. My listeners are making...
Look, I make fun of other shows too, okay? But at least I admit that this show's a real piece of turd.
Most nationally damaging fake news story. This year, I'm going to say that it is the media's fake panic over COVID.
What a pervert.
These case numbers have been a pretty good GPS of where we are heading.
They're literally headlines every day about how dangerous Omicron is. Meanwhile, the data show that to date, one person has been documentedly killed by Omicron in the
documentedly. Oh God.
UK, which means O.J. Simpson has killed more people than Omicron.
Wow, this is a really funny satirical awards show.
We'll come back to the COVID bit in a second, but something struck my ear kind of weird because I've basically lost my mind watching these right-wing videos.
I may just never come back.
And that's when he said the thing about O.J. Simpson. I was like, where have I heard that before? And then I remembered where I heard it.
These are mostly peaceful protests. First of all, mostly peaceful is the most, it's the most loosely defined, arbitrarily applied term in history.
Well,
O.J. Simpson was mostly peaceful that night. O.J. Simpson was mostly peaceful that night. For like an hour 15, he was really not peaceful. But for the other...
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we get one joke and we're like, ooh, this one's so good, I'm going to just squeeze this into every scenario.
I'm going to squeeze this into everything.
Yeah, his yardstick for most things is OJ.
O.J. Simpson did mostly good things that night. I would vary it up a little bit. Be like, Kato Caitlin mostly didn't see murders that night. Like, let's mix the crap up a little bit.
Kill him.
Next category, the 2021 Lifetime Achievement in Hackery Award.
By the way, if any of you have not seen the Naked Gun reboot with Liam Neeson, it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Check it out.
Wow. Another competitive category.
Bed made of
I'm
money.
going to go with someone who's young, a little young for a Lifetime Achievement Award, but has really demonstrated true hackery above anyone else on TV at this point. And that, of course, is Brian Stelter over at CNN.
Whoa. Weird. Shocker. That's a twist.
Of power. Most overpriced TV host. George Stephanopoulos gets paid like $15 million a year, which is incredible for a man who has never demonstrated ability to do things.
I'm George Stephanopoulos.
Who imagined when they were inhabiting the headquarters of Keebler as a Keebler elf that he would be
Oh my god, bro. He's really not making this joke. It's Ben Shapiro talking right now, and he's making this fucking joke.
making that kind of money.
Landslide.
It's an incredible achievement.
Thank you in the chat. Thank you very much. You're awesome. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
I might be misunderstanding what he's saying. Like, I even looked this up at like George Stephanopoulos Keebler. Then I looked up like the War Room. I looked up like anything George Stephanopoulos has to do. And I was like, Keebler. Maybe there's some inside baseball politics thing that good dork thing that I'm missing here. Couldn't find anything. So is Ben Shapiro making like a short person joke against this guy? I mean, look, me and Ben are in the same boat. Okay. Again, I talk about this on this channel many times. You know, my doctor did tell me I'm a borderline dwarf. So I don't go around as a miniature person. I don't go around telling people, hey, shorty. Hey, shorty. Telling someone who's like 2 inches taller than me, hey, short stuff. Because what I've learned is that is a cruising for a locker stuff, as I call it. Okay? A locker stuffing. If you're looking directly into the eyes at somebody or looking up at them, the short jokes you might want to pass on that. That's all I'm saying.
I may just never come back. What a pervert.
Alrighty, now we get to the big categories because we're reaching the end of this show. Worst host. Wow.
Bed made of money.
So much competition in this
Ben
category.
Shapiro.
We had to expand the category. It used to be 5, now it's 10.
Benjamin
There's
Shapiro.
only one host, I think, who's really fit for this category,
Ben
as it
Shapiro.
turns out. Worst host. Just bad at being a host? No. Unwatchable? Samantha Bee. There's no redeeming quality to Samantha Bee.
People are hungry.
I mean, again, this is true. Like, look, I'm not watching Samantha Bee. Okay, she was actually kind of funny on the Daily Show, actually, from what I remember. But I like just most people aren't watching network TV as much, so I don't know what she's doing on there. Seems not interesting to me. I'm just gonna, sorry to. I'm sure Sammy B's nice, but I don't care. But like, again, let's compare it to the guy who.
Bed made of money drop heard. I know where that drop comes from, and I don't think it was I don't think it was something that RM actually covered. I might archive it at some point, but that's actually from like a very old clip. I think one of the first times it was used was when it was taken from Taken from like an audio portion. I think it was like Bill Maher or something else that Ben Shapiro was on. I've looked into that one before.
Who's talking about it? At least she has
this video is not the first use or the source of it.
Joke writers, you know. At least the show's like well produced. They'll do like little segments out on the street segments and the little act outs or whatever. Again, I would encourage Ben Shapiro to watch his own show. And then be like, yeah, I should be more humble. Actually, I should be a little bit more humble because this is unwatchable crap. And also, like, your company is putting up people like Michael Knowles and what's the guy with the beard and all that. I mean, literally, I would say probably some of the least charismatic people, not just on YouTube or in the world now, but who have ever existed. And we're talking about going on to the Roman times. So, you know, I'm just saying, let's have a little perspective. You know, it's toward the end of the year.
If this party had any brains at all, if they had two brain cells to run together, all they would have to do is say that Omicron is...
Wait, did he say two brain cells to run together?
If this party had any brains at all, if they had two brain cells to run together...
Yeah, he totally said that. Two brain cells to run together. Okay, thanks, Ben. You fucking idiot.
All they would have to do is say that Omicron is actually not only not a bad thing, it's actually kind of a good thing. Because Omicron, in reality, means everyone's going to get Omicron and pretty much no one is going to die. There's new South. So what Joe Biden should have said in his little speech the other night, he should have come out and he should have said, listen, I know Omicron looks scary by the media coverage, but let me give you the actual stats. According to South African data, this thing is 80% less likely to kill you than Delta, which means that statistically speaking, Omicron is less likely to kill you than the flu.
So Ben Shapiro from the beginning of this thing has been in the get back to work.
It's just nonsense. Just hearing him say this shit is so frustrating.
Camp, like the rest of his comrades. And, you know, there could be a more nuanced discussion about like what really do we do now? You know, a lot of people are just like, they're like, screw it, I don't care, I'm going out, whatever. There's a discussion to be had there, but just to address what he's saying, it's definitely misleading, but it is true. Again, it's great that it's less deadly. It looks like. Again, they're still researching this stuff. Nobody knows for sure yet, but it's looking like so far that it's less dangerous in that way, putting you in the hospital and so on. However, what he's saying is still very stupid and very irresponsible. I'll read this from the New York Times. Even if Omicron does turn out to be a milder than other variants, it could still push hospitals.
We're going to check that edit out again.
What he's saying is still very stupid and very irresponsible. I'll read this from the New York Times. Even if Omicron does turn out to be a milder than other variants, it could still push hospitals to their limits. A smaller fraction of Omicron cases may require hospitalization, but if the number of Omicron cases is much bigger than in previous surges, there will still be more seriously ill patients to treat. And in the United States, those Omicron cases will stack on top of already high levels of hospitalizations driven by the Delta variant.
What in the is going on? We're hunting for some drops, and we've already found one.
Here's a good way to think of this. What if there were two O.J. Simpsons, right? And one O.J. Simpson is really good at stabbing people. Like, he gets people on the first stab, and then they're dead. He gets one Nicole and one Ron. What was that guy's name? Ron Perlman. He gets them in one stab.
I think his name was Ron Burgundy or something like that.
Yeah. And then there's another O.J. who he can barely stab anybody. But the bad stab OJ is he's just going at everybody. He's gonna get a lot of stabs. Okay, moving along to the next little segment here. There's this. I think I got one of these as an ad actually. Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson, and I don't even know how to describe this. It's just sort of them like walking around, but I guess it's to humanize them. But why? They're weirdos. I think that's why people like them. It's like, oh, Ben Shapiro knows what he's talking about. He's a weird guy. He reads all those books or something. Like, that's...
what makes you a better person is the adversarial element.
There's this idea in neurophysiology called opponent processing. It's really cool. So if you want to move your hand really smoothly this way, you can do it like that. But it's nowhere near as smooth as if you do this. You can be absolutely precise. So you really tense this hand against this hand, and then This one relents a little bit. It's absolute precision.
I mean, this guy's still super popular, and it's still as baffling as it was when this guy first blew up on the spot. When he first rolled up and said, "That is my own sperm." And the theory has always been, he's the dad to these disaffected Utes. He's their dad. But you watch something like this, and he's not really a dad. He's more like a weirdo at a bad party. A guy who's like, you do this, and it's persistent. And you're like, yep. Okay, where's my friend? I gotta get out of here. He's like, yeah, so check this out. It's like this? Yeah, no, that's bad. You do like that is better. And you're like, okay, man, thank you. Just keep it over. You almost hit me, you idiot.
Look, Jordy's been through a lot. Let's not give him too much of a hard time.
The thing is that no matter where the conversation...
Right, which is how a man would understand a woman. It's like she's like me, except smaller.
Right, exactly. Right. And then, once she starts to bear children, then he calls her Chava, right, Eve, the mother, which is the same root of life and Chava, right? Chai is the same root. So it's...
is that etymologically related to the word for chaos? Do you know? In Hebrew?
Hebrew?
Yeah. The formless chaos at the beginning of time. Is there a relationship between that and Eve's name?
I don't think so. I'd have to check it. But
I'm sorry. That's some. You know what? Like sometimes
that's an absolute scum rat question. There you go.
I'm like, oh, I just want to make fun of these guys. I kind of feel sorry for Jordan Peterson. I feel sorry for Jordan Peterson a lot watching his videos. I'm like, I'm gonna make fun of this guy. Then I'm like, oh god. I mean, Ben Shapiro knows a lot about this stuff clearly, and it's kind of interesting what he's talking about. So he's going on and on about this, and then Jordan Peterson, he's like, is that like the chaos stuff that I talk about? Like he just kind of starts trying to work in his own crap into this, and Ben Shapiro's like, no, Jordan, nope. I don't think so, but yeah, whatever you want, dude. But you know what? Yet again, I have to say, I don't blame you. I don't blame you for doing that. I saw that movie Midsummer way later than everybody, like a year later than everybody else already saw it. And I kept trying to work it into conversations because I want to talk about it. And people are just like, yeah, we already been there, dude. Enough. We're not talking about that. Oh, sweet Jesus. What a shocker. Another Daily Wire ad. This is really... We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars of ads in this thing. The left is everywhere.
No.
They're trying. Look, communist is down there, and he bit me right in the penis. The left is everywhere. By the way, we get tons of money funneled into us to run hundreds of thousands of dollars of ads on YouTube.
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Matt Walsh. I am a children's author, and I've written a book called Johnny the Walrus. This book is all about identity and imagination. What is identity? Does anyone know what identity means?
No.
Do you know? You know what identity
pervert.
is? No? Okay. It's who you are, right? That's what it means. Now, who likes to pretend to be things? Is there anything you like to pretend to be? How about in the back?
I like to pretend to be
a ninja. That's a good one. What about you?
God, this is painful.
We all like to use our imagination. Sometimes I use my imagination. I pretend to be a monster. I chase my kids around because I'm big and ugly, so I could be a monster.
I don't want
That's what this book is about. It's all about a boy who pretends to be a walrus. He identifies as a walrus, and his mom's a little silly. She takes it seriously and thinks he really is a walrus. That's silly, isn't it?
So what is this thing doing on the floor?
We don't have to worry about that. We're going to read the book now. Okay. Johnny's a boy.
That kid just handed this guy gold. What is this on the floor? You could have turned a whole segment into that. And he's like, we got to stick to my whatever weird anti-trans thing I'm doing.
With a big imagination. One day he's a dog, the next day a crustacean. It's like a crab or a lobster. One morning he came downstairs barking and clapping. Wood spoons for tusks and sock fins a-flapping. What? With spoons in his mouth, he was pretending to be a walrus. I'm Johnny the Walrus, he said with a roar. The wood floor's my ocean. The carpet's my shore. He's swimming around like a walrus. Isn't that silly?
Wow.
Johnny's mom loves her son's make-believe time. You're Johnny the Walrus till you change your mind, Mommy says. But Johnny's mom's phone said it's not just pretend. So she went on her phone, and there were people telling her
Yeah, subjecting children to Matt Walsh is legitimately just child abuse. There's no other way to explain it.
That this isn't pretend. He's really a walrus. Only a bigot would say that. How dare you offend? What's a bigot? Anybody know? The mean person, right?
This is child abuse, right?
Yes.
We're watching. They made an ad out of abusing. Whatever happened to
Keep politics out of the schools. Keep politics out of the schools.
And he's like, "What's a bigot?
Everyone calls you a bigot. What's a bigot, kids? My ex-wife called me a bigot, and now she's dating a tennis instructor, and I'm whatever. What a bitch."
Mommy was told to take John for a checkup. All these people are holding signs. Johnny is a real walrus. One sign says, human walruses are real walruses. Let Johnny transition, all these people are saying. You'll need to eat worms and to put on gray makeup. The worms give you whiskers, the gray blends you in, the doctor says. And a simple procedure
I love that the kids were so the most emotion from the kids was during the worm part. They're like, kids, that's if you ever want to get a kid on board with some stuff. Like when I was, I went home for Christmas, there were some little kids. Just talk about some gross worms or what if a dog barfed? And they're like, yay, yay.
cuts feet into fins. The doctor wants to cut into Johnny and make him into a walrus. It's gross eating worms, Mom. They're all so dang twitchy. He doesn't want to eat worms.
Demented.
I thought I didn't eat worms, but I did.
Wood spoons kind
Man, shocker that the acting career or the comedy career or whatever that didn't work out for this guy didn't work out. These kids are firing all this and he's really rolling with the crowd there, buddy. Really taking the gold that they're giving you and using it. Really great, dude.
And to hurt, and the makeup is itchy. Deep down, Johnny's mom knew that something was wrong. Look at Johnny. He's dressed up like a walrus, but he's not having a fun time.
What a pervert.
But she felt so much pressure, she just went along. The internet people knew just what to do. She went back to the internet to look for answers.
I mean, okay, I can't watch any more of this because I'm thinking to myself,
I may just never come back.
But this is how much money these people have to spend on ads. That they're just I don't know, throw the whole thing of this.
Yeah, this is, I don't even know. This is some screwed up torture video. This is effed up, man. All right, let me just do something here. Make sure these are saved. Go stepping around the basement. Whoa.
I love that Matt Gaetz.
Some kind of screwed up torture device named Matt Walsh. All right, let me grab this and I'll clip this. And now for the chainsaw. It's time for the percolator. Open up that BS, as we call it in the business. Open up the lid of the
toilets.
We can do this. But that's just speaking generally. Generally speaking, Chinese people, on occasion, do indeed be looking Chinese. But don't take my word for it. Let me check this out here. I like that this is upgraded now. The guy that built the RM Brown soundboard website is looking at it like,
I did everything right.
Another happy landing.
Dollar.
okay, before I do this clip, I'm just gonna have some fun.
I'm talking.
This shit really is just so fun to just pull up and just fuck around on.
You're hurting the kids.
Corporal punishment.
You scum rat. You scum rat.
YouTube did really not want someone in the chat saying,
You scum rat.
And to YouTube I say,
You're a little baby. Wipe your ass with them. Wipe your ass with them.
Unironically.
This is rock and roll.
oh, they added this one too. That's great.
This lady had spawned out of nowhere. This lady had spawned out of nowhere.
The man asks me a hard question. The man asks me a hard question.
Poop. Poop.
Oh.
Pablo. Patrick Bet David.
Paul Bet Davidson.
Wait.
Patrick Bet David.
Patrick Bet David. Don't you mean
Paul Bet Davidson?
All right, that's enough of that. Let me clip this now here. It does bring joy to my heart, as I'm sure it does anyone else who's fucked around with it, because it's very fun. All right, so how do we be clippings this? That's what I want to know.
Risking their neck alone. Conservatives.
From all the definitely
is evidence that the government was actually motivated by politics from the beginning, which in and of itself should be considered criminal.
You gotta love Tulse. I get the vibe that she thought like, hey, and I'm what other crap does she, and I'm kind of a model. People are gonna love this. I'm gonna be president in no. I'm crazy. How about that? People are like, I'm listening.
We all remember the case of then high school student Nicholas Sandmann. He was smeared, slandered, besmirched by the media mob as a hateful racist because he was wearing a MAGA hat. And now Sandmann support to Rittenhouse.
I'll say this right now. If this Sandman kid,
wipe my ass with it.
If he gets a column in the Daily Mail, like a weekly column, and he calls it.
Wait, YouTube is preventing you from saying Hassan Puker?
And he calls it Enter Sandman. I will become a Sand fan immediately. And I'll go and I'll say,
now it's time for awkward kid. I stared at a Native American guy. a couple of years ago. We're still talking about it. You've just entered Sandman.
Here we go. Ready for a shocker? You're about to enter Sandman, so get ready for a real shocker. Here we go.
To settlements that I'm sure there are non-disclosure agreements you can't talk about. I know CNN is one, and there are ongoing cases, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
That's correct. I'm currently still suing 6 media outlets.
And
what a little twerp.
Failed again, you murdering trash.
They're suing everybody. What exactly is he suing the media for?
You failed again, you murdering trash.
They're suing
you murdering trash.
Yeah. Chop the end off of that there.
Well, the jury got it right.
To do my lawsuit better.
You'll see in a second. There's with like lib stuff, like they do a lot of fundraising where they're just like, oh, the Russians are gonna kill us or something. You know?
Enter Sandman. Enter Sandbag. I don't even think this thing will show my video editing software here.
You know, this kind of crap. Their version is just like, we're suing the people you don't like. Oh, hey, Ben Pepino, how's that lawsuit going?
Ooh, wow, whoa. Still working on it. Still working on it. It's gonna take a while. Gonna need a lot of this. Gonna need a lot of that. Gonna need a lot more. A lot more money.
Ben Shapiro, I noticed you got a new car. Wow, what is that, an Audi? Shouldn't you be saving some of that money for the track?
Well, I need this. I need this to do my lawsuit better.
All right. This shit popped up for like 5 seconds.
Intern at my office. If you're a child, I would say I would not go near there. This is
Okay. I'm gonna clip this with some earlier point in the video, to be honest.
We back again. Gonna drink our caffeine-free diet soda drink.
It's Monday, we back again.
Well, guys, I hope you're having a good weekend. I was working on our project, which is...
Take the towers down now.
Look, I know I promised I wasn't going to talk about this crap anymore, but the people that we make fun of on this disaster of a channel, this is all that they've been talking about all weekend. So let's take a look at what would we call this? Just the most moronic of mainstream media.
And that's your right. You get to defend yourself. I am so happy. Like, I literally almost.
It's not only your right; it needs to be encouraged.
Yeah,
it needs to be encouraged. And this is why you cannot accept
a Canadian guy.
Wrong that we teach young men.
Which is why this guy is one of my favorite YouTubers. He designed his set to look like a basement to pay homage.
To
the fact that the vibe of the show is like a group of 15-year-old nerds, a group of 15-year-old kind of like awkward dorks in their basement, goose-stepping around because no girls will talk to them. And the truth, as we've discussed.
Oh my god. That pose looks a little sad. Like somebody's very sad. And they've crawled up into the fetal position. Thank you. Chick Ken, thank you.
Truly beautiful touch is the fake window. His only view to the outside world. Just perfectly symbolizing the complete lack of contact with reality.
Okay. Trying to find like a good punch-in point for this here. I think this is a good beginning. Wait, let me see.
And I was working on our project, which is this crap. And I wasn't going to talk about this really just
now.
Okay. So, start here. Get the little title with the text. Pug making Yoko Ono. Sorry. Pug making Yoko no noises, so gonna go make him a turkey panini. That, I don't know if you're aware of this actually, but that's in the Bible. And it do like this. Oh! All right. Let me just drop this over here. What's the date on this? November 22nd, 2021. We'll plug that in here.
And I know I'm gonna be
Whoa. Okay, no, never mind. That was going off on its that was going off on its own with some completely different other drops that nobody here has any context for. Okay, so we got that. That's switched over here. That's good.
Look, I know I promised I wasn't going to talk.
Okay. Make sure there's all them fades and all that good stuff. Daddies are indeed more stronger than mommies, and it's not for the reasons that you may think. Trust me, you don't even know about daddies and mommies.
Look, I know I promised I wasn't going to talk about this this crap anymore.
This is
Okay, I have this here for like context.
Lack of contact, whipping around because no girls will talk to them.
Okay, I'm gonna have that basically be like the context.
Satirizes the
This is why you cannot accept. Look, it's so wrong that we teach young men that violence is immoral. It's not. It's not. Violence is amoral.
Old nerds, a group of 15-year-old kind of like awkward dorks.
This is gonna be the one. This is gonna be one of the ones where it's like classic drop plus lore. Because I didn't know that when Alex Jones said you failed again, you murdering trash. I don't know. I didn't know that he was talking about Kyle Rittenhouse or any of this stuff. So there's like a little bit of lore here.
In their basement, goose stepping around because no girls will talk to them. This is one of my favorites here. Here we go.
Not guilty.
Yeah! Yes!
Members of the jury,
Yes!
are these your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read?
You failed again, you murdering trash.
You wish the jury polled?
Okay, new drop time.
You failed again, you murdering trash. And the establishment says...
Are we supposed to have video? I wish I could show it, but I'm in my editing software right now, like literally clipping this so I can then upload it. And I'm trying to get it to show video, but it's not cooperating.
Kambuga shaka munda, kunga, kingo, uga laka bluga blah, 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 blah. You failed again, you murdering trash.
Well, the jury got it right in finding Kyle Rittenhouse not guilty on all charges. Well, the jury got it right in finding Kyle Rittenhouse not guilty on all charges.
You failed again, you murdering.
Just trying to see if I should even include the rest of this.
Sandman has published his.
If this sample, people are gonna love this. I'm gonna be president in no time, and people are like, "Yeah, not interested." And she's like, "Okay, I'm crazy. How about that?" People are like, "I'm listening."
We all remember the case of then high school student Nicholas Sandman. CNN is one, and
media outlets.
And
you failed again, you murdering trash.
Wondering if I should even include that. Gotta make a decision here.
Well, the jury got it right in finding Kyle Rittenhouse not guilty on all charges.
You failed again, you murdering
The reality
trash.
is that the fact that these charges were brought before there was any serious investigation into what occurred is evidence that the government was actually motivated by politics from the beginning, which in and of itself should be considered criminal.
You gotta love Tulse. I get the vibe that she thought like, "Hey, I'm a surfer and I'm a vegan."
You failed again, you murdering trash.
I'm gonna shorten this a little bit. It's like that. I could just take that whole thing out right there. Let's see. And check those frames, make sure it doesn't look all fucked up.
You failed again, you murdering trash.
we all remember the case of then high school student Nicholas Sandman. He was smeared, slandered, besmirched by the media mob.
Nicholas Sandman, he fights with Spider-Man.
As a hateful racist because he was wearing a MAGA hat. And now Sandman has published an op-ed on dailymail.com offering his support to Rittenhouse.
I'll say this right now. If this Sandman kid, if he gets a column in the Daily Mail, like a weekly column, and he calls it
Yeah, I just want to clip it down a little bit because even with that little Tulsi thing taken out, this is 3 minutes and 36 seconds. We just put in the little outro here. Turn down the volume because the clip is loud. Let me see here.
Look, I know I promised I wasn't going to talk about this favorite YouTubers. He designed his set to look like a basement to pay homage. Old, kind of like awkward. This is one of my favorites here. Here we go.
I
I just love that, man. It's so dumb.
Outlets.
And
you failed.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have like a little zoom in here. Just works way better visually.
And
you failed again, you murdering trash. You failed again, you murdering trash.
Hold on.
You failed again, you murdering trash.
Okay. Okay. Maddies are more stronger than Dommies. Wait a minute, what? That don't make no sense. Okay. You failed again, you murdering trash. Gonna have that uploaded and onto the channel in no time. There we go. That is now ready in the computer. And as we all know, everything is computer now. Everything's computer. What's going on now then? Upload video. Drop sources. Failed again, you murdering trash. Classic RM Brown drop source plus lore. Alex Jones, you have been clipped. You just grab the link to the source here. Oh, excuse me. Getting tired.
Matt Gates guy is like, come work. You.
Do. Clipped. All right. Drop sources. Super low res YouTube automatic thumbnail. The fucking thumbnail for the stream, man. So dumb. Alright, take that out. Remove all these. I'm gonna keep that there. Do. You know, that's a good question. I don't really have an answer for that. I don't really have an answer for that. Let me just put on... Let me just play this while I'm making a thumbnail. This shit does like not want to come up. This is very strange. Maybe this one will work. There we go. Alright. Gotta find a good picture of Alex Jones on Google Images, which is not easy. Because they all suck. They're all pictures of him from like 10 years ago. What the fuck? You just search Alex Jones 2026. 99% of the photos aren't even him. That is very weird, man. This is very weird. They just like not... Oh, okay. I think I know what it is. Let me see if this helps. Oh, there we go. You won't see any new pictures of Alex Jones unless you start searching like Alex Jones 2026 Rumble and like shit like that. Cause he's just on like Rumble now and that's it. And that picture didn't even save. Okay, cool. Let's try that again. There we go. I am having a hard time finding an updated picture of Alex Jones. Okay. His shit is just cut off from the chin down, I guess. Does it even matter to have an up-to-date picture of him when this clip is from like 4 years ago? I mean, I guess, right? Questions nobody ever thought would be asked. No one cares. Alright, let me just get this shit. I'm gonna have him looking all fucked up. Let's get him looking all fucked up. Just look up Tim Heidecker. Yeah, that is true. He's basically playing Alex Jones now. That is true. He's just on, like, what, Rumble now, and it's just called The Alex Jones Show. It's just called The Alex Jones Show. And it's him looking like a freaking predator. Alright, this thumbnail is basically ready here. The funniest is when supporters of these individuals show up in the comments and they're like, I don't know who this guy is trying to denigrate the good name of Tim Pool. Like, all right, man, I think you're a little lost. Hold up. Here's the thumbnail. What do we think of the thumbnail? With the bubble wand? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this thumbnail. This is just what I made in 5 seconds. We could have a little bubble wand in there. Hold up, let's see. Looking for just the right bubble wand. Okay, that bubble wand doesn't... It's not obvious enough what that is. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. Composition on this one is absolutely perfect. We made the thumbnail with the bubble wand. It looks like it's doing this on his head. Oh wait, the soundboard's not open. Never mind. With the bubble wand. I don't even know what the hell that is on the side of his head there. Alex Jones looking like he's made out of pure nutsack. Your nutsack with the bubble wand. All right. That's enough of that. I've seen enough. Download thumbnail. Download the thumbnail. Upload the video. Reselect. Load file. And move the text a little bit down. The bubble wand is fucking up this thing. I'm not even joking. Okay, let's try that again. Without the bubble wand, because it's actually cursing this, See? What'd I tell you? what happens when you work with the bubble wand. It just fucks you up. I'm gonna play around with the text a little bit. I don't want to push it too far, but I don't want to make it look super generic either. Make sure that is not underlined. Make a version with the glowing effect. That behind it. Oh, that's a little better. Yeah, we gotta be aware of the bubble wand. It'll fuck your shit up and have your computer make noises like that. Okay, that's there. We got that. We got that. We got that. All right. That will go public tomorrow afternoon. Anyone who's already a member will just see it go live right away. You failed again, you murdering trash. Beautiful. Boom. There we go. Drop hunting live. We were successful. Found a drop, archived it, clipped it, edited it, published it live, all in the span of 2 hours. Dog damn you guys, I need to take my dog out for a poop, but I don't want to miss any of this poop right here. Well, you'll be happy to know that this poop right here is over, because we have found a drop, we've clipped it, we've uploaded it, all that good shit. It's over. That's it for now, but we'll be back with another drop hunting stream in, I don't know, a couple weeks maybe. I don't want to do these too often because I got other shit to do and don't want to spend too much time just dicking around watching old RM videos. But when we have the leads and we have a little bit of spare time, it's like, you know what? Let's just hang around, find some drops. Boyle, take your phone with you. Yeah, exactly. Take your phone. Just take your phone with you. It's easier. All right. Thank you all for coming out. I will leave you on one of these classic notes that
fucking
we are
50 before I know it.
Whoa, get out of here. Stop it. Anyways, I will leave you all on this. Have a good one, and I will see you all later.
You're terrible.
Your traditions are disgusting.
You're terrible. Terrible. You are worthless. Terrible.
Disgusting.
Terrible. This isn't some 8th grader going crazy on TikTok. Terrible. The smell got...
Yes, thank you all for coming out. Thank you all out there who gave
That's on YouTube. Terrible.
jewels and goat awards, trophies, whatever the hell those were. Thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. You're all awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you all who are members. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed hanging out and trying to find drops. I will see y'all later. Have a good one. Peace out, guys.
You're a moron. You're a moron.
You're a moron. You're a moron.
Disgusting and ugly. You're terrible.
Your traditions are disgusting.
You're terrible. Terrible. You are worthless. Terrible.
Disgusting.
Terrible. Man, that's terrible. Terrible. The smell got much stronger. You're terrible. Terrible. You are worthless. Terrible. That's on YouTube. Terrible. You're a moron. Terrible.
The United States is immoral. The United States has a history that's embarrassing. The United States is a sinful country that should be destroyed.